of their valuable time. And we are recording this because there's a lot of people that have already begun their Christmas vacations and they're not here, but I want everybody to be on the same page. So Vision Builders was launched this year on January 30th as a massive action endeavor that I took along with my running partner, Marissa Gonzalez, who accepted the invitation to help me put this together. And we did it at the Sydney and Bern in downtown Fort Myers. It was a tremendous success. And we are even still hearing some of the victory stories out of what people got out of the event. In preparation for 2024, and in lieu that obviously the Southwest Florida Realtor Mastermind has grown and our community has grown, and we're finally seeing a phenomenal come together of brilliant minds and, you know, collaborators and contributors like Brian Chauffe, who was here with us at one of our last masterminds and delivered such an impactful presentation that everybody wanted to, they wanted him to come back again. They wanted him to come back again. So we have invited him to be our upcoming keynote speaker. That being said, for 2024, I've been very diligently thinking, how do we make this more impactful? First of all, Vision Builders is a for charity event. So last year we had 3 charities that we gave away 100% of the net proceeds. And it was such an amazing experience that as a visionary that I am, I said, how can we make this more impactful? So I said, well, let's rally the troops. Let's rally the people that have raised their hands to participate. And let's share with them what this could look like, what I would like to see this look like, because again, it is for charity and we wanted to create an even bigger impact. So one of the first questions that I wanted to ask everyone that is here is, how would being on a stage impact your business? Being a speaker on a stage. And if you guys want to start dropping in the chat for time's sake, I'm going to open up the chat here, but if you want to start dropping your thoughts in the chat, that would be amazing. And I would welcome that. Let me, Talia, if you can help me mute the mics that are open. I just muted one, but just in case they open up again, help me keep an eye on that. So how would being on a stage impact your business? I remember that in 2020, when the pandemic hit, there's a gentleman called Pete Vargas, and he kind of ignited my vision for getting back into doing events, because I had always been very strong on events, especially after being the president of the Southwest Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in 2023, being part of NAREP, president in 2019, you know, participating at many levels of organizations that are, you know, making an impact in the real estate industry. When I listen to Pete Vargas again, and if none of you know him, go follow him. He is big on, you know, you're going to build your influence and you're going to build your expertise and your authority by taking opportunities to be a speaker. So how would your being on a stage impact your business? Because here's what I'm thinking of. Here's what I'm dreaming of, and I want you to dream along with me. I want to see this next Vision Builders 2024 for charity conference become one of the most impactful conferences in Southwest Florida, because we are making an impact, but I want to take this to the next level. So I am open-minded and I'm looking for co-founders of Vision Builders. And I'm also looking for co-creators. So what that would look like us coming together, those of us that have a vision to be a speaker, those of us that have a dream of being a speaker, those of us that have a gift for being a speaker, or those of us that simply want to, you know, scale an opportunity to be on stage, because being on stage is something that can scale your business. And I want to create solidarity. I want to create a distinction for those of you that want to be on stage with me. I want to create that genius of your visionary self to be able to do this. I want to take all of you that want to be part of this as a co-founder, co-creator of Vision Builders, to that next level of being a frontline leader. And I really want you to think, how can I take an opportunity of being on stage and scale it for my business? One of the ways that I have found, and the first thing that I decided to do back on December 6th of 2021 was, I am going to get back in the front line. I'm going to be that voice. I am going to be that messenger with the right message. Now, if you want to be a messenger with the right message, drop in the chat. What do we all need? What do we all need to create that for us? We need an audience. And if you can think of other things that you need, drop it in the chat. But I know you need an audience. One of the things that I learned from Pete Vargas is, he says, if you're not being invited to stages to speak, then build your own stage. Now, let me tell you what I feel that I know. And if I'm wrong, drop it in the chat and correct me. None of us are being invited to multiple stages throughout the year for us to build our authority, our expertise, our image, our influence, our distinction. I don't know about you, but I'm not being invited to local stages in Southwest Florida to be given that opportunity. Luckily enough, I've been the one that has taken the challenge to build the stage and have invited other people. So drop it in the chat. If put a number 1 in the chat if you're with me. If you say, I'm also not being invited to multiple stages throughout the year to, you know, to be a speaker, to be a panelist, to be on stage, you know, bringing forth that distinction, being at the front line of me as a marketplace influencer. So this is what I've created, but now I want to take it to the next level. So what does this look like? This looks like us coming together and utilizing the stage of Vision Builders to build your business and impact your business in 2024. We all know what's happening in the market. We all know the good, the bad, and the ugly. We all know what everybody's facing. We're not going to change the reality, but here's what I know, guys. Our reality, my reality, does not define me. The reality of whatever's happening in the market is not going to define Lucy Quiñones. Lucy Quiñones defines her own reality, because after 4 certifications with Tony Robbins this year, one thing that I've learned is I defy the odds. The odds may be against me, but I get to defy those odds. So there was something that came to my mind, and real quick, we're going to be done in the next 10, 15 minutes. So give me your attention. I've been watching these book writers invite people to be co-authors with the assumption that they could be a co-author and hopefully become an Amazon bestseller. Put a number 2 in the chat if any of you guys have seen this in social media, in different places and things like that. And I said, okay, so this is a charity event. My goal is to raise the maximum amount of money that we can really give out to these 2 charities that we are adopting once again. One of them is Kimmy's Recovery Zone. If you don't know Kimmy's Recovery Zone, go look at it. Al, her father, is a local entrepreneur. Kimmy passed away from one of the worst epidemics that we are experiencing in our world, if not the planet or the US, I don't even know, but it is the overdosing of fentanyl by young people. And so they've created a very powerful foundation here in Southwest Florida, and that's what they do. And the other one is the New Life Dream Center, which is another organization, non-for-profit, faith-based organization that houses people that are in heavy addiction, and they sustain them, they maintain them, they give them housing, food, and they restore them for 9 to 12 months without no state, government, or local funding. And these are for people that also are suffering from heavy addictions, whether it's emotional, drug, alcohol, or any type of addiction that just, destroys a human being. So those are the two charities that I feel that we should adopt once again, because they're making the biggest impact. So in lieu of making this a very powerful charity conference again, I said, okay, why don't I reach out to my collaborators and invite them to become co-founders of the Vision Builders conference, and to really start thinking about utilizing this stage to impact your business. And so scaling this stage and being recognized not only as a speaker, but being recognized as an influencer, being recognized as a market shifter and changer, especially in this moment, and taking this opportunity to being that speaker that I believe many of you have dreamt of being. Give me a number 3 in the chat, because I want to identify those people that say, I know I have the gift of speaking. I know I have the gift of motivating, inspiring, of touching lives. I know that my story is impactful. And so if that's you, then you're probably the one that this is going to be the most valuable for, because what I want to do is open up a space and a place for me to invite you to be one of those co-founders. So I see Gus, I see Kat, Milton, Julian. And I know there's other people out there, but I wanted you guys to be the first ones to hear this before I take this public. Last year, we had different levels. I'm going to ask Talia as I read them off to put them in the chat. We had a general sponsorship. We're still going to have a general sponsorship this year, $500. We had a silver sponsorship of $750. And we had the exclusive gold sponsorship, which was $1,500. And that gave somebody the exclusivity of them being the only ones in the room. What I'm looking to do is to open up another level for co-founders, because I know in my heart of hearts that Vision Builders is not going to stop happening. It's going to continue growing and growing and growing, because last year I was able to put this together with one person that helped me. Talia wasn't even in the position she is today. Talia went as a guest, basically. But when I got this vision of launching Vision Builders 2023, I reached out to the one person that came to mind, and her and I put this whole event together at the Sydney and Bern, where we had 110 people show up in 5 weeks from 0 to D-Day. And we were able to raise net $5,097, which I gave away 100% to these charities. And I said, wow, if I was able to do that with one person, what can we do with other co-founders? What could we do with other visionaries, with other people that want to rise up and say, yeah, I also want to make an impact? And depending on how many people I can inspire to be a co-founder and to be a visionary and to be a frontline leader with Vision Builders, then we're going to have room for other charities that we can consider. So what does that other package look like? That other package looks like, when you see other events that are opening up these types of opportunities, and when you look at the books that are being written by co-authors, there is a participation fee that runs between $1,500 to $6,000 to just take, I don't know if it's 10 pages, 20 pages, and write in a book. So I said, okay, how can we do this? How can I make this accessible and feasible and the most valuable way for those that do have the vision of being speakers and want to be part of this? I came up with a number that I know is a lot more valuable, because the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to have a pre-launch event. We're going to have a pre-launch event for Vision Builders. We are going to have a meet the speakers. We are going to take this public. We are going to share this through all different levels of social media. And we are really going to build this community that I've been talking about of impactful frontline leaders that want to be the authority and that are those influencers in our community. And that also you can take the distinction of, hey, I am a speaker because I've spoken, the accolades of having spoken at a local conference of this magnitude, of this caliber. So even though it would be a value of over $2,500, I said, I want to make this feasible. And I think that the fairest that we can make this, for you to have this spotlight, for you to have this opportunity, for you to have this distinction, and for you to be a co-creator and co-founder of Vision Builders 2024 would be $695 for you to get and be at the limelight, all the way from the pre-launch event, where we're going to be doing a pre-launch event on the 24th. We're not going to be able to do the Vision Builders big event on the 24th of January because there's just not enough time to make this as huge and big, as impactful as I am envisioning it to be. So give me a number 5 in the chat if you agree with me that we need more time, because I'd rather do it right, but it doesn't have to be right away. I want this to be so impactful that we get the media and we get, you know, as much and all of the recognition that it deserves, because there was no other, this whole year, there was absolutely no other 100% for charity real estate industry event that I know of. If you know of one, let me know, like Vision Builders 2023. So we can do something even bigger and even bolder and even more brilliant for 2024. So the wise decision is not to launch it on January 24th, because there's just not enough time. There's not enough time for anybody to prepare. So the new date that I would like you guys to consider, and obviously after this meeting and after digesting all this and continuing the conversation, would be February 22nd of 2024. So 2/22/24, which is a Thursday. If this is something that you are interested in, you know, continuing this walk with me, and you are willing to make this investment in yourself, and you are open-minded to looking into how you being a speaker on a stage of this caliber, that is a for charity event, would benefit your business, and how you can scale this stage and how you can take this stage to other stages, maybe locally, nationally, internationally. You know, I've had the blessing of being on stages, not just here with you guys in Southwest Florida, but also at the national level, and this year at the international level. So this is something that's not new for me. And I said, you know what, Lucy, I think it's time for you to help other people also scale their stages, so that together you guys can really build Vision Builders and take it to another level. So that is what I wanted to share with everyone today. That is what I wanted to let you guys know first and foremost, besides sharing this publicly, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are hungry to be on stages, that want to be on stages. And I said, I've never done this for profit, but I'm going to do it for charity, because I believe in getting by giving. I believe in making an impact. I believe in contribution. I believe in the more you give, the more you get. And I am so passionate about these two charities and any other charities that we can make part of this. But most of all, I really believe that it is our time to rise up. I really believe that it is our time to shine bright and be the lighthouse of our community, and be, you know, the go-to people, not even just the go-to agent, but the go-to people, because I believe in your talent. I believe in your mission. I believe in your purpose. I believe in your gifts. And I think that together we can go farther. Last year I went fast. I put this together in 5 weeks. I didn't even know how I was going to do it, but I did it, because alone you can go fast. But for this year, I want to go farther. I want to go higher. And I want us to, you know, join hands and lock arms and really scale these stages to another level. So that is what I wanted to share. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now because I know we're going to be sharing this with other people, and I will open up your mics even before we stop the recording. Open up your mics and ask any questions. I know some of you, well, maybe two of you don't have your cameras on because maybe you're traveling or whatever, but anybody have any questions?
Lucy, can you hear me?
Yes. Hey, Cindy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're
Cindy.
driving in a car in Michigan, but I didn't want to miss it. So of course we want to be a lighthouse in the dark, right? And bless other people with our gifts. I'm just wondering if that
In 1
is,
mile, turn right onto Hunt Club Drive.
if that is the main goal of this, or you're saying because we have that goal, it will put us in different arenas to further our business. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the first question that I started out with is, how would being on a stage impact your business? So this is a twofold thing. Obviously, we are doing this to raise money, but more than that, I want to leverage vision builders to give you guys the opportunity to be co-founders and to take your speaking gifts, talents, or your speaking aspirations to another level, right? Because you can scale any stage and use it for your business. The first thing that it'll give all of us is that authority and that expertise in the market, you know, by being a co-founder of Vision Builders and by being a co-creator of Vision Builders 2024. And what better opportunity to be part of it than at the For Charity event of the year.
Gotcha. Well, I want to talk to you also probably another time privately about some other things that I've seen that people are doing.
Excellent. And I can use all the ideas I can get, guys, because, and thank you for that, because I am an open book for learning. I'm a sponge. I'll tell you why, because we're not living in the pre-pandemic days. I mean, there's so much creativity out there. I just felt that this was the best opportunity to do it, because I know that if I were in your seat and I got the opportunity to be a co-founder of a For Charity event and be able to put that in my accolades and be able to take my speaking aspirations to another level. And like I said initially, look, let's be honest, none of us, at least not me, I don't think, I know not me, I'm not getting, my phone's not ringing off the hook with speaking engagements in Southwest Florida, you know? And I know that all of you have a desire to do that. So I think that you deserve it, and we need to take this to another level so that you can, you know, come out of anonymity. Is that the right word? Right? So thank you for that, Cindy. And yes, I can use all the ideas I can get. Anyone else have any other good ideas? Questions, thoughts, feedback? Not everyone at once.
So this is a two-part event, one on January 24th and then the other one February 22nd.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. So what I've been working on all day nonstop is, okay, how do we package this to make it even more impactful? How do we really leverage this to make it, you know, more valuable? So the January 24th, which we already have Ryan Zofe, which everybody loved from our, not December's, but November's Southwest Florida Realtor Mastermind. He is going to be our keynote speaker on that day, and he has donated, once again, his time, his knowledge, and his contribution. So he is going to be our keynote speaker on January 24th. He's already said yes. That being said, we want to make that a pre-launch to Vision Builders. So if his schedule allows him to again be our keynote speaker for Vision Builders on the new date, then of course we want, you know, he's a very impactful speaker. Everybody loved him. And he right now has scaled at a national level. and speaking at conferences like Aspire and hanging around with, I mean, major heavy league speaking engagements and opportunities out there. So if his schedule allows it, we will re-invite him for Vision Builders, the new date, 2/22/24. But the 24th of January, to answer your question, Gus, could be meet the speakers, come and meet the speakers, come and meet the co-founders of Vision Builders, come and learn about Vision Builders so that we can really fill up Vision Builders 2024 to another level.
Got it. Thank you.
Anybody else? What are your thoughts? Now, you guys want to be speakers, you can't be shy.
I love it. I love the opportunity to get in front of people, networking. Obviously, being a speaker at one of these events just puts you on another level. It first, for most of us, gets us out of our comfort zone. For some of us, it's natural. I might act like it's natural, but it's not natural. And it gets you out of your comfort zone, but it also allows you to, the saying goes, iron sharpens iron. You're around a room with the top producers in the industry, the people that are really getting after it. You're just going to get better, whatever it is, whatever you're doing. And I love that. I love the benefits from that. And I mean, tell me anything about charity. That's awesome. I love the thought of that, what the charity is and all that stuff. So I love it. I'm excited for it and I can't wait for it.
Thank you, Gus. Thank you. We appreciate you. And so,
Lucy, Monica here. Can you hear me
hi.
okay?
Yes,
Hi.
I wasn't sure.
So I'm driving. I
That's
apologize.
okay.
But you can count on me 100%. And like Gus said, I want to be with like-minded people. And speaking may not have been something that I ever thought that I would want to do, but why not? I mean, I think we all have a voice that needs to be heard and something authentic, and I think this group here is really, we're very authentic and willing to share knowledge. And that's why I enjoy it so much. So yeah, you can count me in 100%.
Thank you, Monica. And this is what, my number one, my dream, I don't know about your guys' dream, but my ultimate dream in life, if anyone wants to share what their ultimate dream in life is, drop it in the chat. But I will tell you what my ultimate dream in life is, and it is to become a philanthropist. So my ultimate dream in life is to be a philanthropist, is to be able to give away as much money as I want to, because I don't even have to worry about the amount, because the money's in the bank. Because I know that when I leave this planet one day, my funeral is not going to be with a U-Haul. I'm leaving the same way I came here, empty-handed, right? So for me, this is a vehicle to be the person I am becoming, that philanthropist. That's why I said, I don't just want to do this. I want to give everyone that wants to join hands with me and be on that stage the opportunity to also be part of my ultimate vision of philanthropy. So because we are giving away 100% of the proceeds to charity, I mean, this has an impact beyond what we can even imagine. I mean, we are making a difference beyond ourselves, and who knows what it'll turn into. So yes, having the title of co-founder, having the title of co-creator, being a co-philanthropist along with me, because you're actually investing in yourself, to be on that stage, and then scaling that stage for your business, scaling that stage for your distinction, scaling that stage for your growth, scaling that stage for you to be able to write, I am a speaker. And where? Here, this is where I spoke. I remember when I went to the Floyd Wickman Speakers Academy in 2015, I didn't even know I had a gift for speaking. But just going through that experience helped me tap into gifts that were hidden, that I did not even recognize. So like Monica said, you never thought about this, but guess what? You're not here by accident. You're not here by coincidence. You haven't been walking this journey with me by chance. So did you want to share something, Sandra?
Yes, Lucy. I want to be with you. Hi, everybody. I want to help you. I want to collaborate. I want to be there. However, as you know, I just took I'm the president of the Women's Council, and I like to commit for things 100%. And you know me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to be saying, yes, I can commit to these, which I really want to be part of that, because I believe in you. I believe in everything that you do, and your heart as well. But at the same time, I don't want to fail in both. And
No,
then
I
I
hear you.
I'm also just was invited to become a Florida director from Naples. So I accepted, and there are things in life that they put you in there and they said, can you take these? And that's the moment that either you say yes or no, and that's the only opportunity that it could be for you. So I did say yes to that, and I really want to be part of. So when you tell me to speak, I will be happy to speak. I will be happy to teach, and I will be happy to be a co-founder. However, I will not possible be 100% in all the events.
I understand. And yes, and we're very proud of Sandra. She is the first Latina president for the Women's Council of Realtors Naples on the Gulf, which I think it's so amazing. That makes me so happy. That makes me so happy. But again, this is our first conversation. You guys are the first to hear about this. And I wanted you guys to be the first to hear about this because I honor your participation. I honor and value greatly your contribution. You're accepting my invitations throughout this year. And I know 2024 is even going to be more impactful. So this is not the only way, right? But this is the best way for us to start with our speaker selection, because again, everything is going to go to charity. But if there's other ideas, if there are other things that maybe Sandra can think of that she can collaborate, you know, we want to do this together. This was just the first. Why? Because we want to start promoting this right away, right? We want to start promoting this right away, and we want to start putting all this framework even throughout the holidays. So, you know, like I told Dalia, we are working through the holidays because we are on a mission of purpose, a mission of profits. Because yes, one thing is your purpose. And as I have found a way to live out my purpose for profits, right? So the profits will come. And just like Sandra's doing, you know, she is now living out her purpose through her leadership. And I know this year is going to be, I said, Sandra's not going to have time to do anything except WCR and all these other things because it's very time consuming. But thank you, Sandra. So I appreciate that. Anybody else before we close out? I want to respect your guys' time. We said 30 minutes. For those of you that are doubting, should I take this? Should I jump? I'm not ready. Oh my God, what am I going to say? Because you're having those thoughts is the reason you belong on that stage as a co-founder, as a co-creator, and as a speaker. Because you're having those thoughts is exactly why you need to raise your hand and just make the declaration. Do it scared. I will help you. I will help you. Any one of you that feels that you want to speak, you want to be on a stage, but you're scared to do it, I commit to helping you. I will coach you through it, because that is exactly the reason that you need to do it. It's because you have something to share that other people are waiting for you to lead them. If you don't take the leadership, you're leaving other people behind. We all have the gift of leadership in one way or the other, and you deserve this. So you deserve to be on that stage. You deserve to share your story. You deserve to be known. You deserve to be a lighthouse as well.